Where are mortgage rates headed? What about loan forbearance and the foreclosure crisis? Will home price appreciation continue? Answer to these questions and more right here, right now. Welcome back once again to our real estate market update. I'm Erik Braceland with Braceland Homes here in sunny San Diego, California, where we guarantee the sale and or purchase of your home. Here on the Braceland Homes channel, we cover topics related to buying and selling residential real estate and trends happening across the housing market with new videos every Thursday. Consider subscribing to our channel so you can be updated and ready to go with all the latest knowledge headed into the weekend. Today, we're above the Olympic Elite Athlete Training Center tucked away in Chula Vista, California, which is a city in South San Diego County. The team and I were here recently in support of Vision Walk 2021 and one of our close friends that recently lost his sight. Great event, awesome cause, and a nice time had by all. Chula Vista is a terrific city with really close proximity to Metro San Diego, where you can still get a nice home for a relatively affordable price if you're in the market. Some really nice communities and amenities here as well, including the gorgeous Otay Lake there. Let's start with what you can expect for projections on mortgage rates. You can see here from Fannie, Freddie, National Association of Realtors, and the Mortgage Bankers Association what they are saying about 2022, broken down by quarter. You can see the averages for mortgage rates there for quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not here to tell you this is where mortgage rates are going to be. I believe that's a fool's game. I'm going to always look at what the experts are saying, and I'm going to give you an expert opinion on this. What are they saying right now? Somewhere between 3.5% and 4% in the second half of the year for mortgage rates. So that is, incidentally, exactly where we are right now, seeing a massive drop on the average 30-year fixed rate home mortgage last week from 3.56 to 3.55. Of course, I'm kidding. The mortgage rate barely moved, but we are in the predicted zone. We're definitely experiencing an upward trend with those interest rates increasing a full half point since the end of last year. Mortgage rates will continue to fluctuate up and down, but I believe they will continue to trend in an upward trajectory. I talked about this several weeks and even several months ago. I think we're going to go back to where we were with mortgage interest rates. The last 10 years, we've been between 3 and 5% with the average 30-year fixed home loan. Still great financing available. Great financing for a home. That's what you can expect with mortgage rates if you're looking to buy a home or refinance an existing home loan. How do you think the mortgage rates will shake out over the next 11 months? Leave your predictions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're enjoying this housing market update, please hit that like button for me. All right, mortgage forbearances have finally fallen below 1 million. Going into this year, I believe loan forbearance is going to be a non-issue for most people, and I don't think we're going to hear much about it. But I want to update you on it just the same. Just under a million, about 890,000 mortgages actively in forbearance. That represents about 1.6 of all active mortgages, and 4 out of 5 families that are coming out of mortgage loan forbearance are coming out either having worked out a payment plan with their lender or having paid off their back payments. There are people that still will need to do something, but it's a very small fraction. And by the way, their homes have appreciated on average over $57,000 in the last year. So they do have opportunities and options because of that. How does all this affect you if you aren't dealing with loan forbearance yourself? It may not affect you at all. But if you are a potential home buyer sitting on the sidelines and waiting for a big housing crash or foreclosure crisis so you can get an amazing deal on a home, that's probably not going to pan out. It's likely akin to the financial strategy of using the lottery to accumulate wealth at this point in time. The folks at CoreLogic say this: we may see a little bit of an uptick in the foreclosure rate in 2022. Just an uptick though, from an extraordinary low level. We're not expecting to see big increases. Listen to this. We expect delinquency rates overall on home mortgages to actually continue to remain quite low. So in case you missed it, what's going to happen with foreclosures this year? According to CoreLogic, they will remain quite low. Again, I don't see forbearances or foreclosures being a big issue this year because there are options for homeowners. I don't see banks being in a posture trying to foreclose on people right now. I think they're trying to work out whatever they can. and the numbers just aren't there, like the last housing crisis. Please don't suffer in silence. If mortgage forbearance has you tied up in knots, reach out to me using my contact info in the description below, and I'll do my best to help you. Another question is, what's going to happen with home prices here in San Diego? Has home pricing peaked? We drilled down on this last week, and I want to touch on that again because it's important to see just how it's shaping up. I'm using this graphic here to show you input from the Federal Housing Administration, CoreLogic, and Case-Shiller. This is a look at home pricing going back to January of 2021, all the way through October and November of last year. So let me break this down for you, because the title here is, Has Home Price Acceleration Peaked? Question mark. So start out in January. The funny thing about this graphic is we're starting out at 10%. We're starting out at historical high home appreciation, and we're actually rising each month. So this is a measure of year over year. So what each one of these organizations does is in January of this past year, they look at January 2020 home price appreciation as compared to January 2020. And what did home prices grow by? And we know in 2020 they grew by about 10%. And then each month it goes on. Now we said home prices appear to look like they've peaked, and they do. But here's the question, have they peaked or have they plateaued? I want to put that question on the table because that's what we're looking at right now. All the other experts out there are wondering this as well. Let me be very, very clear about that. I do think there has been a peak, but is it a plateau that we're about to see? I'll tell you this, I don't think we're going to see prices or home appreciation drop from 18 or 19% down to 5%. Now, I'm going to show you what forecasters are saying in just a minute. The average there is about 5%, but I don't think you're going to go from 18% home price appreciation to 5% appreciation overnight, or even in a year. Home appreciation is still very, very strong in the housing market. We can expect appreciation to continue in 2020. And if you look at those that are forecasting appreciation right now for 2022, the average is 5.2%. I just mentioned that. Anywhere from 7.5 to 2.8. Here's one thing I see about forecasters right now. They're already starting to up-level their forecast. I think this average here is of 5.2% is low. I think they're going to go above that. But how much above that? I certainly don't know. It's anyone's guess. But I think we're going to see more than 5% home appreciation in real estate in 2022. And always remember, as home price appreciation goes down in this graphic, that's not depreciation. It's just less appreciation. And also remember, month over month, year over year, that home appreciation is cumulative. So if you are a homeowner, you didn't miss anything. We're just seeing less appreciation than what we saw last year. The word that's often used in this is deceleration on appreciation, which means it's coming at a slower rate. Think about a car going down the road, decelerating. Still moving very fast, just not as fast as it was going moments ago. What do you think about home price appreciation? Are we headed off a cliff, or is the sky the limit for home prices here in San Diego housing market? Let us know in the comments. I think as we look at mortgage rates, we look at loan forbearance, we look at home prices, we look at all the things happening in the housing market, CoreLogic does a nice job of summing up the bottom line. So overall, 2020 will be another strong year for housing, albeit a little bit higher mortgage rates. And we do think home sales will continue to rise and actually reach a 16-year high in 2022. So across the country, we're seeing a lot of things happening in real estate. We need more housing inventory, and home buyers are in full force, like I talked about last week. Overall, though, it looks like a very, very good upcoming year in 2020 for real estate. If you've enjoyed this content or found it helpful, please hit that like button. I realize not everyone likes this because occasionally you tell me. Just today, someone felt the need to express this by actually crumpling up one of my newsletters, taking a picture of said newsletter, and then texting it to the phone number on the newsletter. So points to that anonymous individual for creativity, I guess. Anyway, if you do like this, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. It means a lot and it keeps me motivated to produce more free content. Also, please share this content with someone you think might benefit from it. Actually, just share it with everybody. Let's build our little community of real estate nerds. I mean, cool crowd. That's all for now. I'm Erik Braceland, and thanks once again for tuning in and watching us here on the Braceland Homes channel. Thank you for increasing your financial literacy and considering real estate as a way to make things happen for you and your family. Make sure you join us again every Thursday morning at 11:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to get up to speed on all the current housing market changes. You will enjoy a better, more successful real estate experience because of it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you right back here next week.